Good morning, student. Today I am explain about Fraunhofer diffraction at double slit. In the last class you are discussed about Fraunhofer diffraction through a single slit. So instead of single slit we are consider here double slit. What happens the diffraction pattern. So this is the diagram for Fraunhofer diffraction at double slit. While dealing with interference, we considered the interference of the secondary waves originating from the two slits. Each slit also produces a diffraction pattern of its own. So ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ आपको मालूम है. ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರಾಗ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಅಪ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವೆರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ interference pattern due to two slits and two diffraction patterns, one due to each slit. Okay, so this is the diagram, ray diagram to obtain the diffraction at double slit. Consider two rectangular slits AB and CD parallel to each other and perpendicular to the plane of paper. You see the figure, AB and CD are the two slits. One is A, width of the slit is A, another one is that is B, the gap between the two slits must be it is B, and the two slits must be having the same equal distance. The width of each slit A and are separated from each other by opaque portion whose width is B. Lenses L is placed between slit and the screen, focuses the interference cum diffraction pattern on the screen. So here light coming from the first slit, it is incident on the lens. After refraction it meet on at a point on the screen, that is Mn. Similarly the light coming from the slit, another slit, that is CD, so they are diffracted or bends near the edges of the slits and passes through the lens L, and once again you got after refraction through the lens it is meet on the screen. Let the plane wavefront be incident on the surface XY. All the secondary waves traveling in a direction parallel to OP come to focus at P. Therefore point P corresponds to the position of the central bright maximum. Interference maxima and minima. Let us consider the secondary waves traveling in a direction inclined at an angle theta with initial directions from the triangle CAN. You observe the figure, that is CAN is a triangle. So from that triangle CN is equal to A plus B sin theta, or sin theta is equal to CN by A plus B. So interference minimum. If the path difference is equal to odd multiple of lambda by 2, theta gives the direction of minima due to interference of the waves from the two slits. Hence Cn is equal to A plus B sin theta n. So that is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2, called equation number 1. Putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3 dash, the values of theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4, theta 5, etc. corresponding to the directions of minima can be obtained. Sin theta n is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda divided by 2 A plus B, called equation number it is 2. So interference maximum. On the other hand, if the secondary waves travel in a direction theta such that the path difference is even multiple of lambda by 2, theta gives the direction of the maxima due to interference of light waves from the two slits, then Cn is equal to A plus B sin theta dash n is equal to 2n into lambda by 2, or n lambda 2 to get cancelled, called equation number 3. So interference maxima and minima. So that equation can be written as sin theta is equal to lambda n divided by A plus B. Putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3, the values of theta 1 dash, theta 2 dash, theta 3 dash, etc. corresponding to the directions of the maxima can be obtained from the equation 2. We get sin theta 1 is equal to 3 lambda divided by 2 A plus B, and sin theta 2 is equal to 5 lambda divided by 2 a plus b. So difference taking about sin theta 1 and sin theta 2, that is sin theta 2 minus sin theta 1 is equal to 5 lambda divided by 2 a plus b minus 3 lambda divided by 2 into a plus b. So rearrange to that equation, sin theta 2 minus theta 1 is equal to lambda divided by a plus b. As theta is very small, we are consider sin theta must be is equal to theta. Therefore, theta 2 minus theta 1 is equal to lambda by a plus b. Thus, the angular separation between the two consecutive minima or maxima is equal to lambda divided by a plus b. Okay. Now, diffraction maxima and minima. Let us consider the secondary waves traveling in a direction inclined at an angle phi with the initial direction of the incident light. The path difference then will be given by Bm is equal to a sin phi. If the path difference Bm is equal to the lambda, that is wavelength of the light used, then we can divide the slit into two equal halves, each of width a by 2. Corresponding to each point in the upper half of the slit, there will be a point in lower half of the slit, such that the path difference between the waves originating from them and diffracted at an angle phi will be lambda by 2. So the angle phi is, in this case, will give the direction of minimum. If psi n be the angle of diffraction or nth diffraction minimum, then Bm is equal to a sin phi n is equal to n lambda. Putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, the values of phi 1, phi 2, phi 3, etc. corresponding to the direction of the diffraction minima can be obtained. So these three figures you are observe that the first one is the diffraction through a single slit, the second one is the interference due to the superposition of the two light coming from the slit 1 and slit 2, two slits, and they are mixed together. The third figure must be you obtained as shown in this figure. The intensity pattern is in effect a combination of both the single slit diffraction pattern and double slit interference pattern. First figure ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಅವೆರಡೂ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೂರನೇ ಫಿಗರ್ ಏನದಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ದು ಏನಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ದು ಏನಿದೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಟೂ ಲೈಟ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ಸ್, ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೂರನೇ ಫಿಗರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೆರ್ನ್ಹೋಫರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಟ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಿನಿಮಾ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ ಎ ಸೈನ್ ಫೈ ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಿನಿಮಾ ಎಟ್ a plus b sin theta is equal to n lambda. So in the double slit experiment, slit width is taken as a and a separation between the slits as b. If the slit width a is kept constant, the diffraction pattern remains the same. Keeping a constant, if the spacing b is altered, the spacing between the interference maxima changes. A plus b sin theta is equal to n lambda. Depending on the relative values of A and B, certain orders of interference maxima will be absent in the resultant pattern. The directions of interference maxima are given by A plus B sin theta is equal to n lambda, and minimum must be given by A sin theta is equal to P lambda. So in the above equation, n and P are integers. If the values of A and B are such that the equation are satisfied simultaneously for the same value of theta, then the position of interference maxima will correspond to the direction minima at the same position on the screen. So that is, if A is equal to B, the two slits and the space between the two slits must be equal, then A plus B sin theta is equal to n lambda can be written as 2A sin theta is equal to n lambda and A sin theta is equal to P lambda. So therefore n by P is equal to 2 or n is equal to 2P. If P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., then n is equal to 2, 4, 6, etc. Thus the orders 2, 4, 6, etc. of the interference maxima will be missing in the diffraction pattern. there will be a 3 interference maxima in the central diffraction maxima. So if 2a is equal to b, then 3a sin theta is equal to n lambda, a sin theta is equal to p lambda. Once again n by p is equal to 3 or n is equal to 3p. Okay. So a plus b is equal to a, that is b is equal to 0. So then what happens? The two slits join and all the orders of interference maxima will be missing. The diffraction pattern observed on the screen is similar to that due to a single slit of width equal to 2a. Thank you.